Hey folks, and welcome back to Dragonsdale. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing alright. I've been doing the grind. I've been gathering a lot of stuff together in between episodes, and oh, am I out of seeds? Nope, still have plenty of seeds. Just harvesting some wheat here. There we go. You see, I've been adding to my livestock. I went out and I got the cows. Pretty happy about that. I didn't go through the nether. I found a better route through the Mesa Plateau to get some cows. Got those, and because of that, I now have an enchanting setup. And I have 30 levels. So, I thought, why not start this episode with a little bit of enchanting. Just do level 30 enchantment on our pickaxe that we got the diamonds for last episode. So let's see, what are we gonna get? Efficiency 4. I'm hoping for fortune, maybe silk touch, I don't know. Just efficiency 4. Still pretty good though. And I'm sure we can get even better tools as the series goes on. So, in this episode, I was planning on doing a bit of building. Specifically, I wanted to build a starter house. Now, I know before, I talked about setting down roots. Well, I was completely serious about that. I want to build a tree house. I think that would suit a dragon such as myself. So I'm going to build, can I get a few more? Thank you. I'm gonna build myself let's get some ladders too. I have a plan for that. I'm gonna build myself a treehouse. Now the way I'm gonna do this, I've been thinking about this. I don't know if this design is actually gonna work. Okay, so I could be completely missing the mark here. But I'm thinking the center's gonna be here, right? It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be 5 by 5, like this. And this is all gonna be dark oak. I'll vary it up a bit. And then I'll go up, I don't know how far I'll go up. Maybe, I think maybe 12 blocks or so total. And then I'll add in the leafy part of the tree. But for now, I just want to focus on getting the height right here. So let me just think. This is gonna be 3 tall, right? And I want it to be high enough up that it feels like I'm, up in a tree. But I don't want it to be so high up that it's incredibly inconvenient to get to. Let me just... Well, I'll just leave that like that for now. So we were 3 up. I think that was 4 that I added there. 5... 6. Let's go to 8 and then jump down and see how tall that looks, because that might already be way too much. So how can I jump down without injuring myself too much? Well, close enough. Okay, and this isn't what it's gonna look like. This is just me getting a feel for the height. But okay, this is massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's actually only 7. But I actually think I think that's probably a good starting point. So what I'll do is it will be about that height that the platform starts. And then if I can get back up there. Actually, before I do that, oh, it's getting dark. I'm gonna have to sleep. Let me build that up, and then I will get back to you, and I will show you what the next step is after I sleep. I think I've got the basic dimensions sketched out here. And again, this isn't actually going to be like a solid block of dark oak. There will be some variation. I'm just trying to get a sense of where everything's going to go. And so this platform up here, this is going to be like the house part of the treehouse. I think, you know, we'll just get up there with like a ladder for now. There could be like a very simple spiral staircase. There could be a minecart elevator. I don't know. Honestly, a ladder is probably fine. But then what I was thinking was that for some easy variation up the top here, I might actually just plant dark oak trees and let them grow in like this. I think they should all grow without too much concern about like them bumping into each other, and they should kind of grow near enough together that they will look like a coherent entity with maybe some minor edits. And then they'll be high enough up that anytime you're building with trees in Minecraft, if you just grow a tree, you know, obviously you have to worry about the leaves despawning. If you're making alterations to the house later and you remove some wood, just like if you chop down a tree in the wild, those leaves might despawn then and ruin your build. I'm not too concerned about that though, because that's why I kind of established the house part of the treehouse here. I'm not really going to be touching the area up there except to make like very minor edits. Maybe add some leaves, or occasionally like, you know, maybe trim bits here and there depending on how they grow in. But I'm not too worried about needing to make major alterations up here. So I don't think despawning is actually a concern. I don't really have a lot of bone meal, so I'm just going to let these grow in naturally, and then hopefully they'll look good. And if not, I'm not going to do a lot of building up here just yet. I want to wait and see if the proportions look right with this, and if they do, I will go ahead and build the rest. So now we wait. All right, I'm back, and it's grown in, and I'm pretty happy with it. It looks like all the trees grew to about the same height. It looks a little ridiculously tall right now, but I think that'll look better as we build in the actual house around it, because that will give it more depth. It won't look as skinny. And then it actually kind of does look like a dark oak tree. Like if you look at this dark oak tree over here, this is just one I grew earlier. It kind of does have that same, like, it's skinny and weird. Like it has a relatively small canopy relative to its body. I think that's going to work out really well. Just in terms of looking like a tree. Yeah, I think I'm really happy about that. So now what I need to do is I need to go and replace that wood and fill in the gaps a little bit, and then start building the main platform. I don't think I'm actually going to build the main platform out of dark oak, because if you look at it right now, it blends in way too much. So I'll probably either use spruce or oak wood, give it kind of more of a dried out look, which I think is very appropriate given that we're building in a mesa. So I'll start swapping in some wood, and we'll see what looks best. Okay, so I've gone ahead and switched over to spruce, and I think this is the right color. It looks kind of like a faded version of the dark oak, and I think that's gonna work well. And you can see I've extended the platform just a little bit, so now it's 3 out. And I think what I'm gonna do here, one thing I really like about the way this grew in is that there's kind of this natural, let me see if I can get a better view of it. You see how there's that natural kind of archway almost? I want to try to keep that and enhance it. Like fill in some of the wood up top, maybe trim a little down there. Try to get like kind of, I don't know, just like 4 arches, like 1 on each side maybe. And then I think I want to keep it relatively open so that you can see that. And so I think what I'm going to do is, instead of just like building a simple house, I'm going to have like a bunch of like 4 different platforms, I think, each off to the side. There will be fairly small platforms. I don't want this to be huge. But like going up here, like what I'm thinking is, we'll start at this level, right? So this is half slab level, and this is a full block level, which I think is important for placement. I'm not, like, I can light it up. I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather have the full block for placing things without having to worry about them looking like they're floating or whatever. So how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I might actually want this to be 3. Let's just go with this for now. So it would go out kind of like this, except I actually want it to be on this level, right? The full block level, and then oop. Yeah, so it would be kind of like out here. Like just like a little like additional floating platform here out to the side, and then we could even do something like this. I think that looks good. And like this isn't very much at all. Like we might extend it 1 more. I don't want to go too far. So that would be 1, 2. That's an even number though. I don't know. I guess I'll try that. Something like this. It's gonna look a little weird from the bottom. Let's put a torch down. It's gonna look a little weird from the bottom just because I haven't evened out like all the blocks I placed on the bottom. Like there would be some sort of support structure, and you can see I need to clean up that a little bit. But kind of the idea is to have like 4 raised platforms like this. I think that could look kind of cool. And then this, I mean, this kind of looks free-floating for right now, but what we could do, we could add in some stairs and things, and let me just experiment with this on camera, I guess. I don't really know. Let's just get a few of these. I don't really know what I want out of this bottom bit here. Like maybe, I think that's gonna be, this is like kind of the obvious way to do it. I think that's gonna end up being too close, and it doesn't really factor into what to do here. We might have like a beam coming down from here. That could look cool, or like something almost rounded, maybe. So let me think about if we wanted to extend this out, could we just do that? Could we, it could be like that. Oh, that's a slab. This is not placing the way I want it to place. So like that, and let me get up there. Like that? Yeah, that looks a bit better. And like, I don't actually think I want to fill this in all the way across. I kind of want this to be visible. Like we could do either 2 of them or 3 of them, depending on how I wanted to lay it out, just on each side. In fact, one thing we could do, just experimenting with this, is, like, let's say this is here. Thank you. Let's say this is here. We could go here and here, and now we have this weird little space here. And I might decorate this somehow, like, what could we do? Like, that kind of leaves a block open there. So one thing we could do, can I reach my chest from here? I can. Let's just go with oak leaves, because that matches the dark oak leaves. I have these jack-o'-lanterns. And this would... I was thinking of making some of the jack-o'-lanterns actually visible, but this way we add a little bit of light into the build. Right? Oh, that's a little too visible. I would have to add... I guess one thing I could do... actually, I wanted those shears. One thing I could do is I think stairs are transparent. Oh, but it's not gonna meet up, is it? Is there any way to get it to meet up? I was thinking we could try to put a transparent block here, but I don't know if that's actually gonna work. Another thing we could do... actually, I would prefer to use dark oak for this, because I have a lot of it. So we take some trapdoors. Is that gonna look good? Oh, they're gonna occupy the same block, aren't they? Huh. Yeah, so I mean we have some options here. Not really obvious to me what the best approach is gonna be for this. I definitely do want to incorporate jack-o'-lanterns into the build though. I was thinking like I want them like hanging down from this. Like, do I have oak wood here. Yeah. So let's get some sticks. And then some oak wood planks. And I can never remember which is which, so I'm just gonna try to type. Fence? Oak fence. Why are you... Oh, it's doing the thing. Okay. Right. Can I tell you just oak fences? Oh no, I can't because it's toggling through them. Okay, the new crafting system is still kind of confounding me. But what I was thinking is, let's, is that a full block? I know this is a full block. This might be a bit far to go out, but let's imagine that, like, this has some, like, leaves and stuff coming off of it. Let me, do I have leaves? I do. Like, we could add in a bit more, you know, undergrowth or whatever, and I keep falling. It's annoying. But then if you use, like the oak fences like this, and then placement is a little annoying because pumpkins, you have to place them like on a block. But if we did, where is that block? Is it here? It's here. Thank you. So if we did that, and then I'm gonna need to sleep in a minute. Like that, maybe even? So now it looks like we've got, yeah, just like a weird little hanging lantern. I kind of like that. I'm gonna sleep though. Okay. Yeah, I think this is heading in a good direction. And then I have some other ideas for like how the interior decor is going to look. But in general, I think I have an idea of where I want this to go. I'm gonna do a little more building off camera, and then I'll bring you back and we can see what the next steps need to be. So the problem with building in Minecraft is that once you start, you just kind of keep going. It's very easy to lose a lot of time just adding in the tiniest of details. Deciding, oh, well, maybe I want to add a little more variation there, or do I want this to be symmetrical? I don't know. But I think I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. I added a second platform. I haven't done the back yet. But we've got some hanging jack-o'-lanterns. We've got some platforms. A little bit of start of decoration at the bottom here. You see I've started to vary the textures up a little bit here. Kept the kind of the stair pattern I was going with, and then added some buttons here just to kind of add a little more texture in. I don't know, they kind of look like bolts or something. Up here, I'm pretty happy with this, because remember we decided that these oak fence posts kind of look like ropes, so here I've kind of got like a little like rope divider between the two platforms. And then up top, I've added just some basic decorations. I also evened this area out so it's now like kind of the arches that I was talking about. Here's kind of like a bed area, a chest for valuables, a little plant, a bed. Here's kind of a lookout tower where I can just look at what's going on around me. And here, you know, I kind of used the dark oak fences over there. And here I decided to use the trapdoors because I think they kind of look more like netting, like some sort of like structure that seems suitable for like a kind of a lookout tower. So it's just little stuff like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with these two platforms. I might make like one big curving thing here. We'll see. I'm not actually planning for this to have like a lot of stuff in it. I mean, there are the basic amenities here. You know, I've got crafting and a furnace and a bed. This is just sort of like to have like kind of a place, like a default place to go back to, and you know, something that's my place. I'm gonna do something different for storage. I'm not gonna try to cram a bunch of chests in there. I have a different thing planned. But yeah, I think I'm I think I'm pretty happy with this. But unfortunately, guys and gals and non-binary pals, it is all the time I have for this episode. I'm gonna get to work finishing this in between episodes, and I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff I've got planned coming up. So if you'd like to be notified when the next video comes out, you can hit that subscribe button below. And if you really like this video, please do hit that like button. In the meantime, take care, y'all, and I'll see you next time.